Ah, what a beautiful day. Ah, birds and wind and everything. Man, New York is sure beautiful. Okay, let's start the day with some YouTube, shall we? Ooh, new video from Aqua. I'm excited.
The first Marvel Spider-Man gave swinging one goal, and it was for traversal.
Okay, got it.
It was never a means of expression until Miles Morales.
I like where this is going.
For example, you cannot do a loop-de-loop out of an air trick.
Wait, what?
It needs to be a basic dive.
Yeah, like the hell it does.
The loop-de-loop itself is a canned trick. You can't do it more than once. It just forces you to let go.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but still, what the hell? Okay, I gotta tell Pete about this. Yeah, here we go. Mouse time. This is my time. Ooh, is that a bagel? Gimme. I'm coming, Pete. I'm not letting you down. Playing with my spider balls. Playing with my I'm coming, Pete. 999 and 100. Man, that workout was hard as heck. How am I gonna tell Pete about this guy saying that we can't loop-de-loop from a dive exclusive? Wait, am I going the wrong way? Still playing with my spider balls, playing with my spider balls. I'll guess I'll just make it up as I go, as usual. Well, stop. Oh, hey Miles. Pete. You gotta see this. This guy says that we can't loop-de-loop from a dive exclusive. Wait, is this that guy Aqua again? Well, actually, he's that boy Aqua, but yes, it's him. Is he saying again that we can loop-de-loop from a dive exclusive air trick? Well... Miles, I need to know. Miles. Yes, but please don't get mad. This is so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, alright, but on a serious note, I want to thank first of all Aqua for making so many awesome quality videos. Well, he will always be, well, for me, the AC Unity guy who would say his opinion even though it's different, and I really liked that about him. But I believe that on this, well, he's not completely wrong. Actually, he's completely right. But like, I'm not shitting on Aqua or anything. Best if I only show you. Mouse, roll the clip. Gotcha, Mouse.
Physics. So that momentum only works if Insomniac scripts it that way. Let's look at one of the new swinging additions for proof. The loop-de-loop. I had so much fun as a kid in Web of Shadows just swinging around in circles, and when I heard this was coming back, I was excited. But then it hit me. Is this going to be something I as a player do, or will it be a canned ability I more or less activate in the air? Unfortunately, it was the latter.
And he is completely right. What do I mean by that? Why am I making the video then? He is completely right about the move being a canned move. Now, why is that important? You see, in previous games, the move itself wasn't even a move to begin with. It was the outcome of the in-game physics reacting to the speed and the momentum that you have built up. Now, virtually, this doesn't mean anything. Again, I do believe that he is right about the term physics-based being bullshit. Let's just continue for now.
Not only is the loop-de-loop a canned move, but it has intense restrictions. If this move and the swinging as a whole was physics-based, it would be influenced by speed, and instead it is influenced by unrelated inputs.
Now, here is the first time that I say he is kinda wrong, only about the speed part. He's saying that it's not influenced by speed, and I would like to actually show footage proving that it is influenced by speed. Again, he's not wrong about it being an unrelated input, because why would the loop-to-loop be affected by the dive button? That is just stupid. It's unrelated. It's completely stupid. But let me just show you what happens when you accumulate crazy speed by some unconventional means.
For example, you just have to get the momentum. You can do it with wings. So you get into the web wings, and then you dive, and then you go into this.
Yes, apparently my tutorializing self didn't really explain the things as well as I will now. So what we saw was that I basically did the loop-de-loop from a wingsuit. it wasn't diving, I wasn't pressing it, only for the last second, that is. You just require momentum and nothing else. And saying that is not controlled by momentum is just not right, it's just not true. Let us continue.
The loop can only be activated when initiating a dive for a second or two prior. Speed does not dictate it, physics does not dictate it, and even when you meet these strict requirements, it still defies physics.
Again, completely right about the part that it defies physics. Completely right about the part that it is weird how you have to press the button, except for the part about the momentum.
If this is physics-based swinging, and physics-based truly is synonymous with good, we're doomed.
And again, he's completely right. In typical Aqua fashion, he basically demolishes most of these, how should I say this? Corporate implied bullshit. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that he is right about these. Let's skip to the part that I want to talk about.
For example, the loop-de-loop can only be activated when diving. Fine, but that isn't possible when performing a dive-exclusive air trick. Now I know, it's not very aerodynamic to be a spread eagle, so it makes sense that speed is lost. But when performing a pencil dive, one that makes you more aerodynamic, you are still locked out of the loop-de-loop. That's not physics, that's not freedom, and that's not intuitive.
Now, this is the exact reason why I made this video. You can do it, in fact, from a pencil dive. Matter of fact, that is the only dive trick, kind of, that looks right. It just looks natural. Well, except for Miles's The Thinker, which we are about to see that you can do it from The Thinker. And it looks just as natural as Peter's pencil dive. Let's take a look at how almost intentional it is, how he springs it out and he turns around specifically for the loop-de-loop from that move. Isn't it like weird? Like almost intended? This basically makes the Thinker kind of the same, like the equivalent of the neutral, like how the pencil dive is the neutral for Peter. This is the neutral dive trick for Miles. But right now I think we should get to the part of the video that I was actually making this for. Let's get to the tutorial, and again I would like to excuse myself for using the controller's microphone. I will try to voice over as much as I can.
So, whoops, no, retake that right the fuck now, retake that. Basically what you have to do is, like, to initiate a normal loop-de-loop, you know, you have to just dive. But even that doesn't work sometimes. Right now it did. Peter has this weird quirk that he is able to maintain a dive trick, specifically the what is it called?
It is actually called the pencil dive, as we discussed earlier. And right now in this recording, I am going over how this dive animation, for example, the Rubik's Cube one, requires you to hold it. As soon as I let it go, Pete just puts it away and the animation stops. Why is that important, you may ask? Well, let's see what happens with the pencil dive one. As you can see, I'm letting it go and this weird FOV effect comes in, which means that I have pretty much let go of the state of the dive exclusive trick, pretty much. This means that I am now free falling. I'm not diving, I'm not dive tricking, I'm free falling, so that I can reinitialize the dive, and we will see how this works in practice in 1 second.
Let me get back up. Crazy gameplay. So now I'm up here. This height is pretty comfortable. So now if I do this and hold square, then let go, then press the dive button again. I don't know why it took so long for him to just spin the web out. You basically get the loop-to-loop. Now let me show this.
We're gonna go over it in actual slow motion now, but to clarify some things while I climb up this. This is not a mechanic. This is not something that I think was intended, or at least openly intended. Like, might have been some kind of junkie who said too much in the office just to flip off the directors, and he coded this in just because he wanted out of spite. I don't know. But I don't think this is intended. Long story short, this is not some kind of like, oh, you didn't know this was in the game type shit. It's more like I'm trying to show that you can do it, you just have to go out of your way. Which means that, yes, in theory, Aqua is right about this. But, like, I just wanted to show off this cool trick, I guess. That's the point of the video. Like, this is nothing more.
So, I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna press square. He still stays in, so I don't have to hold it. I press dive again. See, the camera did a weird glitch, and I'm gonna press the web thingy, and he does the loop-de-loop. And I'm actually, I don't know how the loop-de-loop worked the way it did, but I'm actually on 0 swing assist. Yeah.
After this, I would like to just show some things. I wanted to talk about how the diving exclusive tricks disable the dive action itself, or the state. Actually just show you some clips and let myself just talk about some stuff that I thought sounded interesting at the moment, and cut them out a little bit so that they don't really sound like a madman's rambling. And at times it does just sound like a madman's rambling, but yeah.
Let me show it in actual normal gameplay. So say I'm diving, and I'm just gonna do it this way. See, it works.
After this, I wanted to go over how you can pretty much do it with every single dive exclusive air trick into a loop-to-loop type shit, but like sometimes it looks janky, so I suppose it's not like quote-unquote meant or intended to do it, but it's scary how natural it looks from this pencil dive or mouse is the thinker. Again, just wanted to clarify. It's fine if you don't want to stay. I just wanted to show this technique. So the video is pretty much over. If you want to stay, do it at your will, I guess. Enjoy.
You just have to get the momentum for it, which means that if we do a trick and then just repress the dive button and then swing, it looks pretty close to natural, but go. So basically you hold dive, press square, hold dive again, and then you reinitialize the dive itself. And see, that looks kind of weird. It spins like in a weird fashion. Now it'll be good. See, it does this weird spin. So like, yeah, but whatever. What I'm trying to say is you can do it with this one. You just have to hold it, and then you just press dive again. It would take a whole lot of fucking like a 30-minute video of me just rambling about mechanics. What matters is that you just go into a trick, you repress the freaking dive animation, like the dive button, I mean, different trick, then you would pretty much have to, and that, yeah, that is what matters. Repressing.
Can't forget about Rio. She seemed pretty worried.
Peter, listen, if you don't shut the fuck up, what matters is that you repress the diving. For example, back into these, these, oh my god, the holy Eastern European. If you just do it fast enough, it doesn't. And you can still get the same result. You'll just sometimes not get the trails, which, I mean, fuck the hand trail, fucking, like, what is that even? But like, yeah, like, this is the most consistent one, which is the one that you were talking about, Aqua, specifically. Like, you should get more momentum, and I fucking agree with that. And I wanted to see if somehow maybe you can get it, and you can even get it with this one, and it looks even funkier. It looks pretty awesome when he does the looking back at the camera, because sometimes from a dive trick he does this, but he does the other one that looks even better. So yeah, like, you can pretty much do it from any animation, any kind, like even from this, it just is going to look weirder and sometimes not even work. You have to be really precise with repressing it at the right moment, especially if you have 0 swings. But you can do it, even with mouse, I believe. Oh, you can, because I'm right now in the, oh my god, mouse is abducted.
Help! I've been abducted!
I can't switch to Miles, but yeah, you can basically do it with Miles as well. What matters is that you can get it from this specific animation. That's what matters. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk type shit. Wait, no, stop moving! Yeah, like this. Thanks.
And thank you for Aqua for having a good sense of humor and asking for this tutorial, even though this tutorial wasn't even a normal tutorial. You can pretty much summarize it in 10 seconds, I guess. But yeah, I would like to thank him, and I hope for any wayward soul who found his way to my video that they enjoyed the video and at least learned some new trick. Maybe it's not something they would want personally, but if it is, then I guess you're welcome. And you guys have a nice day. Bye-bye.